Hi, it's November 10th, 2019. I just wanted to showcase my new Ford F-250 2019 Platinum. You can see it has 2,009 miles right now. I really like this truck. I decided to protect my investment with a wrap. I went with DEFCON Detailing. They're on the north side of Fort Worth, Keller, Texas. Nick Maddox is the owner. Anyway, I just wanted to give a 1 month review of what it looks like. I bought the truck on August 31st, just got back from a 1-year deployment to Afghanistan, and so we had a post-deployment family cruise. I know to minimize the number of dings in the paint, so I basically left it at my mother-in-law's while we went on a Disney cruise, and then immediately dropped it off to DEFCON Detailing on September 15th. It was supposed to be a 5 to 7 day job, and I actually didn't pick it up till Friday the 11th of October, and had to immediately take it over to the Ford dealership to fix a bunch of caution warnings that had come up, because unfortunately the attention to detail wasn't there, and had to get Ford to reconnect and fix a bunch of stuff. For example, the back left driver's side window wasn't rolling down, the check engine light came on, the BLISS system, which is a blind spot alerting system, wasn't working, as well as the cross traffic alert. So anyway, $437 later, the truck's working great. DEFCON Detailing, Nick promised me that he would pay that $437, and here we are almost a month later, and he still hasn't put the bill. And yeah, so that's a story in and of itself. Anyway, I just want to give a quick month later update of the attention to detail of DEFCON Detailing. This is for XPEL Corporate as well, because I was told that just give it about 2 to 3 weeks and all the bubbles would come out and all the imperfections would work their way out, and unfortunately it hasn't worked. So it's pretty hilarious. Good thing I have a good sense of humor, but all my friends at work call my truck Bubbles. So anyway, we'll start with the front, and I'll point out some of the concerns that I have. This is my first time to ever get a wrap, so you guys can tell me whether or not some of these things are normal. I actually got the bug shield right here in the front, and if you look underneath here, which I can show some pictures later, but it looks terrible. So there's a cut line. It's very, very not very straight, not very professional looking, not very tight. I can understand on a clear wrap how it would be better because it's well clear, where I have the XPEL Stealth wrap. So anyway, everybody points it out. So there's what you'll see a lot of bubbles, you'll see a lot of places where the wrap has actually come undone, and I don't think that's normal. And then you'll see a lot of uneven or strange cut lines. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a pretty interesting cut line right there. You can see where all the bubbles are. See where it's peeling up right there. Some of these places I probably wouldn't care so much, except some dirt is starting to get in there. So you can see the dirt is building up, and so I'm afraid that's going to ruin my paint. So you can see all the way around here. It's come undone. Some more right here. Pick it up. Got some runners. We're in a small Air Force town, so fitness is important to us. You can see where some of the cuts are less than ideal. A lot of these bunchings, that's another pretty common, and you can see a lot of these bubbles peeling, coming undone here. I had a buddy at work who does these for a side job, and he's like, eek. So yeah, just another weird cut line right there. That looks not great. Let's see, you can see this cut line. It's coming undone. Coming undone. Maybe some of these are easy fixes, maybe they're not. From a distance, I'll say from 25 feet away, everybody's like, wow, that looks amazing. I get compliments all the time. And then people will come up and actually take a look. Hence the reason they call it bubbles. But you can see all up in here where it's starting to come undone already. It's only been not even a month. Nick Maddox promised me that he was also going to do the clear XPEL on these. I'm not convinced it's actually there. Coming undone with some dirt that's in there. You can see the pretty terrible cut lines. It looks like my 6-year-old cut it with his school scissors. These, I guess these are called hot spots or white spots. I think white spots. And I was assured that they would go away after 2 to 3 weeks by both XPEL Corporate and DEFCON Detailing. You can see, here we are, still there. You can see where it's peeled up, peeling up. Here's some more of these white spots. You can see that there's some pretty good air trapped in there. Some dirt trapped in there. So what Nick told me he and the team were going to do is actually remove a bunch of stuff to the point where that you cannot even see cut lines. And I see cut lines everywhere. Basically this is my original paint right here, and then this right here is a cut line where this is the Stealth. So you can see pretty awful. One of my favorite spots, and I brought this up as soon as I picked it up, was where it's all bunched up right here and down here. It's like ripping, but Nick assured me, he's like, oh, don't worry, those will go away. They haven't gone away after a month, so more white spots that are still there. He did not wrap the spot, which I guess is pretty normal, but that's fine. You can see where it's bubbled up right there, coming apart, coming off, slash crinkled. My stepmom, who knows nothing about vehicles, was like, what is this? I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like Alaska. Like, well, there's some sort of weird paint slash XPEL Stealth wrap issue. And then you can see where they tried to make a cut around here. It's very lazy. The cut itself goes like this. You can see where all the bubbles are that aren't going away. It looks like there's stuff trapped in there, but yeah, not a very good circular cut. You can see where they didn't even protect underneath. Down here, bunched up, looking pretty trashy. So hopefully you can get a better view with the sun, not all the way, but you can see the cuts, not right there. See where it's peeling up. Look at that cut right there. More bubbles slash white spots. I mean, look at all these bubbles. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. I'm here in Oklahoma where you can actually check the motor vehicles registration site. And my buddy actually looked for bubbles because you can have 7 letters, and they were pretty upset to find out that bubbles was already taken. But if that's not a sweet bubble, I don't know what is. By the way, some of you are probably wondering, how much did I pay for this sweet job? $5,800. DEFCON requires 1/4 up front to make the appointment, which is $1,450. Another quarter, so 50% total at this point once it's dropped off, so that's $2,700. I'm sorry, $2,900. And then the other 50% when you pick it up. So you can see this cut, instead of wrapping it inside and around the door like he told me he would do, like going around, there's actually a cut line, you can feel it. And then it's like 3 or 4 millimeters off right here. And then right here you can see where it's just a gap right here. And then no protection, bubbles, no protection. You'd think you'd want some pretty good protection underneath as well. Yeah, let me give you another shot of all this. My bubbles. You can see a bunch of dirt piling up right there. Look how it was wrapped all the way around. You can see all these bubbles everywhere. More white spots, which is supposedly, I think Nick told me he used baby shampoo or something so that when he applies it, it makes it slick and then it dries up and will eventually go out, but it hasn't gone out. And you can see, you may not be able to see this, but there's a cut line right here. Pretty, not terrible, but it's kind of crooked. You see all these bubbles just all over the place. I mean, just look at this. And the sad part is, Nick assured me, he was like, this is my greatest job ever. You know, it was my pet project. I treated it like it was my own. This is my best work. The wrap looks like it was painted on. It concerns me that if this is his greatest work, that, you know, what else is he doing to other customers' vehicles? Now, you know, I give him the benefit of the doubt. I understand that the matte shows more, the Stealth shows more. There's a little more level of difficulty, I guess, installing it, because it's just, you know, you can see the imperfections. But for $5,800, it needs to look a little bit better than this. And he also told me that 95% of these bubbles would go away, and they haven't. So we're starting back at the front where we were, looking terrible. I also want to show you the top of the truck so you can see some of the cuts that were made around the, I think it's the Sirius XM antenna. Pardon me while I get the backflip. That's just a bug, but you can see the lines right here. Basically all runs all the way to the front. Actually, you can't really see the antenna too much, but I'll get a closer shot. But yeah, all up and down here. Some bubbles and pretty bad cuts. Let me see if you can see this. My detailer friend said that, yeah, he disassembles all this stuff so everything's tucked up in there, so there's no visible lines where you can see the lines. Oh, and there's another sweet piece where you can see the corner right there. First of all, you can see the cut line right there. And the second one, you can see where it's all bunched up where it was supposed to go away, but it has not. And like I said, here we are. Tomorrow will be exactly 1 month. definitely not a almost $6,000 job, if you ask me. All right, here's the Sirius antenna. You see the cut line? Goes all the way around like that. Not very tight. If it were me, I probably would have removed this, if that's possible. Make it nice and clean. Didn't even notice that, but you can see where it's coming up right there. Look at all that. There's another angle of the hood. You can see it's more reflective along this channel right there, as well as along there. I mean, if that's common practice for a hood of this size, I understand, but at least make a straighter cut. At least make it match up. I understand if there has to be a little bit of a seam, but come on. This should be a passion project, if you ask me. I don't see a whole lot of passion in here. I don't see the passion, and plus it took about 3.5 times longer than it was quoted. To be fair, I did ask how Nick was going to make it right before I even saw the truck, and he did supposedly apply one coating of the Ceramic Pro interior. I think it's on there. I can't validate. My kids haven't spilled anything yet, but you know, I'm just trying to give a fair, unbiased, objective review. But to me, that doesn't look $5,800 worth. The truck is sweet though. I wish the fuel economy was a little bit better, but what do you expect when you got a big old truck? You see the cut line completely missed. I mean, look at that gap. It's a huge gap. It's about half the width of my finger. So hopefully seeing it in the sunlight as well as the shaded side, that gives you a little bit of a good enough perspective of what you're seeing. It's about the same on both sides, so hopefully the lighting is fair. Hello, white spots. This is fine. Not. That's just some dew spots, I guess, where it was a little moist this morning. Anyway, overall I like the look, but again, you have to back up to, I mean, I can still see it from here. I can still see those white spots and some of the places where it's peeled up. And I can definitely see the hood lines. See where it's around the floodlights there. Not the floodlights, the fog lights. And I haven't even shown you guys what it looks like underneath here because it is all peeled up. I have some pictures though. In fact, let me see what we got on the tailgate. So in addition to Alaska, you can kind of see all these places where it's bubbled up like that. all the corners and edges and ridges. It's just not very clean. Not very clean. And then the cut line, it's all jaggedy. It goes like way down here. I mean, look at that. Way down, not straight. Okay, there it goes up to the top. It's all jaggedy right there. Yeah. So anyway, I hope it's made right, whether it's by DEFCON Detailing and or XPEL Corporate. I hate to say it, I'm not happy, but I think we'll get there. Anyway, thanks for listening. Take care.